We're going to talk about CERT. And why don't you introduce yourself for the Good Morning Gloucester family?
My name is Carol McMahon, and I am the CERT Program Manager, that is the Community Emergency Response Team Program Manager for here in Gloucester, and I'm also the Assistant Emergency Management Director.
That's a lot of responsibility right there.
Well, it is.
You're big time. But we're going to talk about CERT. What does CERT stand for?
CERT is the Community Emergency Response Team. It's a federally recognized volunteer program. Started in about 1985 out in California. There are many CERT teams right here in Massachusetts as well. The one here in Gloucester started up about a year and a half ago. We have 30 members, and we are having a new class for new members starting on May 9th. I'll get to that in a little bit. The Community Emergency Response Team essentially is neighbors helping neighbors. We train people to assist during emergencies before the first responders can get there. If in a disaster, such as the disasters we've seen last year with the tornadoes, with the flooding on Hurricane Irene up in Vermont, those are circumstances that people sat there and said, "Oh, it'll never happen here." Well, it did. And obviously first responders can't be everywhere at the same time. What we'd like to do is, what we have done is we've trained some people to be able to assist in their neighborhoods during these kind of emergencies while waiting for first responders to get there.
So it's neighborhood, it's people helping people, but not necessarily, you're not like you're not a paid person, you're a person that's doing this out of, you want to help people.
Yes, exactly. It's all volunteer, and we are not in any way first responders, but we just want to give people some information and some training on how to help during an emergency.
So if something happens, it's not a complete shit show. There's people that can lead the way.
Yes, absolutely.
Community leaders.
Absolutely.
Okay, can you tell me what type of activities the Gloucester CERT team is involved in?
Yeah, the kind of things that we're doing right now, like I said, we have 30 members, and they're very, very involved people. When we do have an emergency in the city, we open the Emergency Operations Center, and our CERT team does go in there, and they man the Emergency Operations Center in doing information gathering and emergency communications. It's very, very important, because not only having the information there available, but also at the end of the event, when we go to the federal government for reimbursement, if it has been risen to that occasion, which last year we did have several situations that did come to that end. The other things that we're doing too is, like I mentioned before, in the neighbors helping neighbors, we, after the event, like after hurricane, and when it's safe, we'll send out assessment teams out into their neighborhoods, and they report back to the Emergency Operations Center as what's going on, so that we can assign resources in the appropriate manner to go out and help. If there's a tree down on the road, we'd be able to get that call ahead of time, not necessarily having to wait for the DPW for somebody to go through. The other thing that we'll be doing in the Emergency Operations Center is we've established a call center there, and during an emergency we'll have a specific telephone number that residents can call in to get real-time information. What we're hoping to do with that is to alleviate the burden off of the police and fire, so that they can actually respond to real emergencies.
Oh.
So those are some of the items that we're doing. We've also established some teams within our CERT team to open an emergency shelter. We very recently entered into an arrangement with the Coast Guard so that we will be doing shoreline searches in the event of a lost diver or a lost boat person, something like that, that they will deploy us out. One thing to remember in terms of CERT is we don't self-deploy. That is we don't take it upon ourselves to go someplace. The only
vigilantes.
Yes, we are not vigilantes. What we are called upon by the Emergency Management Director to activate, and that's the only time that we do activate. We do also volunteer during non-emergency events, such as the triathlon, parades, anything like that. If it's requested, we will go and assist with crowd control or any kind of work like that.
So you're looking for people to get involved with this?
Yeah, it's a very important volunteer opportunity for us to be able to have people in the neighborhoods. We really would like to have sets of teams in each of the different neighborhoods in the city, so that they can assist themselves and their neighbors in terms of emergency planning and emergency response on a volunteer level.
So when is the training, and what happens at the training?
The training is 6 sessions. We are starting on May 9th, which is a Wednesday, from 7 to 9 o'clock. Essentially, we'll go through. It's a FEMA authorized training. It's very specific about the type of stuff that you'll learn. You'll learn about basic disaster first aid. Learn how to use a fire extinguisher, which a lot of people have them and they've never set them off, obviously. So, you know, the proper way to use a fire extinguisher. Basic search techniques. You'll be doing disaster first mental health. You'll be doing a little bit on terrorism, which, you know, you think about terrorism and of course nothing ever happens. Again, nothing ever happens here. But a couple of years ago there was an instance where somebody left a backpack at a venue, and there was, although it wasn't a real bomb, there was a fake bomb in it. So it's mainly awareness and that kind of stuff. And also, most importantly, is how to work as a team. And those are things that will be covered during the training. We'll do little drills and exercises to make sure that people know what to do. And it's really quite interesting, quite fun.
Is it cost involved?
It is free of charge. It is all volunteer. And if you are interested, if you go to the City of Gloucester website at www.gloucester-ma.gov, and you click on residents, you scroll down and it says CERT. You can get an application there, or you can email me at Gloucester CERT. That's GLOUCESTER, one word, at Comcast.net, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions and get you an application. We're limiting our class size to about 25. We still have a few more spaces left. Your good friend Ed Collard is one of our class members.
What doesn't Ed Collard do?
That's exactly true.
Yeah.
And we're open to anybody over the age of 18. It doesn't matter. We have jobs for everybody at every level, and we really do want to grow our program based on what we have for talent in our CERT team.
Well, it's fantastic, and these are a lot of the things that you said that are included in the basic training are things that a lot of people could use in everyday, you know, a lot of life, like the things that you should know, like first aid and fire, you know, what to do with fire extinguishers and stuff like that. So. And this is offered for free. It is free, so and one of the things that a few of our members have said to us is, you know, in the unlikely event that they're first at a scene for a car accident, at least they feel a little bit more prepared to assist while they're waiting for the first responders to come. Very good. Well, thank you very much. And again, we'll link to it on the blog and stuff, but you can always go to the City of Gloucester's website and go on to residences, and then you can find the CERT, CERT.
CERT, or Gloucester CERT, one word, at Comcast.net.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.